Hey, Gemini. Geminis the twins. I don't know why, but I feel the need to light a completely new sage smudge stick for you. There's a lot of stuff I feel like needs to be cleared, needs to be released for you guys, with you guys, within you guys. I'm feeling like there's guilt, a lot of guilt or something from that started a long time ago. These guilty feelings, and they too are not necessary. They keep you stuck, as they do for everybody. They keep everyone stuck. Okay. Yeah, you definitely needed clearing. That's crazy. You know, it's interesting. I know you'd think, oh, well, you're just thirsty when I say that I'm very parched right now, because I was also very parched for Sagittarius's reading. But I don't see it that way, and you can think whatever you want, but I believe that our bodies, are our channels. They're part of our channel, and if I feel like during these readings, if I'm feeling any particular way, especially as thirsty as I am right now, that it's for a reason. So you too, just like, wow, this sage is burning in a very interesting way. Look at that. Holy crap. I feel like you're very much feeling parched, just like them, of some type of need. Love, possibly. Affection, possibly. Nurturing, understanding. But something that I didn't say to them, but I feel I need to say to you, is that a lot of the times the things that we're feeling left out of, or the things that we feel we need, we have to kind of look inside and ask ourselves if we're giving that as well. Are we giving those things to others, especially to the people that we feel most parched by? Okay. By the way, guys, I am... Oh, cool. I am a Gemini rising and a Gemini moon. Interesting. Okay. I'm a Gemini rising and a Gemini moon, so I definitely resonate a lot with these readings, and I tend to get some pretty clear information. I also have lots of Gemini people in my life. My dad's a Gemini. My dad's a Gemini. Hi, Dad. But anyway. All right, guys. I understand the Gemini energy very well, okay? That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. So you got Uriel. You got the card of abundance. So, the tree of life brings abundant flow into your life at this very moment. And this is why you have singularly chosen Uriel's Oracle of Abundance. The core of all abundance is the source. When you totally believe in the flow of the divine nectar, the bounty of God is responding in like measure. Develop the muscle of your faith by the positive regard of all of your amazing achievements. Fill your life with gratitude. Wow. That's funny, because guess what? Underlying is just that. It's gratitude. So, fill your life with gratitude for the abundance you are receiving. Even if you don't feel that way, by the way. For the abundance you are receiving, and speak/chant, I am infinitely abundant in spirit. I have plenty of wealth, and my riches increase every day. So again, just like I've been doing for everybody, I pulled a card before I did any of this from The Universe Has Your Back deck. You see, I pulled this from the left. It's a card I had on the side, but my deck is to the right. Again, I do this for a very particular reason, to instill faith in you, to show you to have faith. So you got, I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So that's amazing. And when you choose love, you feel abundant and you feel gratitude. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. So what I do now is I pull 4 different oracle cards from 4 different decks, 3 of which I clarify using 3 different tarot decks, and one of them is the love oracle card that I don't clarify because the 3 cards I do pull are for you and your inner life, your love for yourself. And as I always say, if we don't have love for ourselves, or if we have things that we need to work out inside, all of our relationships are going to be the mirrors of that. So, mind. Geminis, you rule mind. You are thinkers, right? Communicators. Archangels. Spirit guides. Okay. Wow. Wow, you got 2. And I'm going to show them to you because this is really interesting. It's like you, 2 of you. Look how they're looking at each other. And I almost feel like, have you ever seen the work of art that was done by a Ukrainian artist named Alexander something? I don't remember what the last name was, but apparently it was the most, incredible art piece from that Burning Man festival or whatever that is. But it was a sculpture, a wire sculpture of 2 adults sitting back to back and with their heads down. And within each of them was a sculpture of a baby that had its hands just like this. Look up, Google inner child art sculpture, and you'll see what I mean. And the beauty of that, too, the piece of the art why that's so special, too, is that during the day, those 2 babies inside, the children inside, look like the darkness, or look like, the symbolism of that is that your heart or your inner child sometimes in the light of day can seem like a detriment, but it's your heart. It's what you're fearful of. You're afraid of that. So that's why it feels that way. But what was beautiful too is that in the darkness or during nighttime, those babies in the sculptures were illuminated. They were the light. They were the light in the dark. So yeah, look that up, because especially now that you have this. So the first card you have, and I'm going to tell you both of them, even though I'm only going to put the one out, because the second one is more of a secondary note, but the first card you got is authenticity. It says, trust that your real self, your inner child, right? Trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for this situation. So whatever is weighing heavy on your mind. Whoa. Oh my God. I am so sorry. Holy crap, Gemini. Oh my God. Just like Leo, just like Sagittarius, I'm having lots of disruptions and distractions. And that was kind of really weird, though, that happened right as I'm saying what's weighing heavy on your mind. That was my cat. My cat going into my kitchen cabinet and knocking over a bunch of cookingware. So anyway, that freaking freaked me out. And it probably freaked you out too, so I'm really sorry. I would stop this video and, cut that out, but for whatever reason, I haven't been able to merge these videos. And I've noticed that, at least for the Aries video, people are not looking or seeing that there's a second video, which is the most important one. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to cut this out because I also feel that that has meaning. That's very important. You probably needed that. Maybe you weren't fully listening until that happened. So here you go. Second note is nurture yourself. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later. Oh, and you know what else I realized is we're talking about fear here. You're maybe very afraid of your real self. You're afraid of expressing your authenticity. So investing in time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later. Oh, and underlying that is vulnerability. Leo got this card as their main one. Listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. And look at this too. Again, it's the two. It's two. It's you, Gemini, the twins. What's interesting though is that there's a block between them. One is holding their heart. They're afraid of that. And one is trying to express the truth to them. So listen to your heart, Gemini. And don't listen to your negative mind. Whenever your mind is thinking negative things, that's not truth. Okay? And that's not to say like, oh, just let everybody walk all over you and don't ever question that. But I'm saying try and go into every situation with love and through the eyes of love. See everything. See everything as you are divine. When you see things that way, you are not as fearful. So what is going on with your body in November, Gemini? Archangel, spirit guides, ancestors, what's going on with Gemini's bodies in November 2018. Whoa, messy, huh? Oh my god. Yep. Again, you got two out. But the first one you got is your well-being. And the second one you got, secondary note for your well-being, is what? Self-love. How crazy is that? Self-love. And underlying that, Geminis, is triggers. So whatever triggers you, you know you need to work out. And when you're triggered, the reason they call it a trigger is because it's like you fly off the handle. You shoot the gun without control. You lose control of your own self. You become possessed by something else, some other energy. It's not you. You're obsessed. Obsession is possession. Anyway, spirit. What is Gemini's message? Okay. Archangel, spirit guides, ancestors. What is Gemini's message from spirit? Wow. Wars and battles. You're having a spiritual battle in the month of November, it seems like. Because underlying is spirituality and religion. You're forgetting, though, that you've got this. You're the light. You are your own light. You're your own flame. And that never goes out. Your soul never leaves you. So even if you feel like you're not connected to your spirit, it's not gone. It never leaves you. It's just that you've forgotten how to connect to it because you've forgotten your inner child. Seriously, look up that artist. Look up that piece, particularly. Just look up inner child art sculpture, and tons of images of it will come up. So love. Archangel, spirit guides, ancestors. I feel a very interesting energy in my heart right now. I really do. Feels it's like fluttering. Maybe that's your inner child right now as you're hearing all of this, kind of like telling you something, kind of telling you that this is truth for you, for some of you, for whomever this has resonated with so far, which I'm going to say a lot of you because, again, I'm Gemini rising and Gemini moon. It's resonating for me very much, and I just know that it's resonating for many of you. So love for Geminis. Give us a love card for November 2018, please. Interesting. Oop. New love. Again, though. Wow. So you're finding a new love for yourself, I'm seeing, because this is also two, again. And what's interesting is that these guys have their bow and arrow, which reminds me again of Sagittarius for some reason. What? Abundance. Remember the card you got from your Archangel Uriel is abundance. And they have a guitar, or whatever that instrument is that is like a guitar. Maybe you're going to find your heart, you're going to fill your heart again abundantly through some type of art form, whether that's music, whether that's drawing, whether that's acting, any type of art. And you're going to fall in love with your youthful heart again, your inner self, your inner child. And that will also obviously spill and pour into whatever relationships you have with any others. And the work always begins inside. 1 second. My mom is texting me. Who's a Leo? Who's married to my dad? Who's a Gemini? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's clarify now. My kitty cat Amy staring over here. Amy. Amy means beloved, by the way. She's got her birthday on a very lucky day, too. She's a St. Patty's Day baby. She's a Pisces. So, Archangel, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, please clarify this mental card for Geminis in November 2018, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa. What? Okay. We're going to take it even though, it's not a pleasant card necessarily. Oh, this card was stuck to the bottom of it. So I'm going to keep that as well, even though typically I don't clarify with 4 cards. I'm going to take that. Okay. So the first card you got, Gemini, authenticity, is the 2 of Cups. Again, 2, Gemini, 2. The 2 of Cups is partnering. So I'm feeling like you're partnering with yourself. Or that is what your soul and your inner self is calling you to do, at least. And you've got to listen. You really do. Because again, there's another one. Is the 3 of Pentacles, which is literally teamwork. It's collaborating. Look at how there's 2 sides. And then the 3 is like mind, body, soul. So you're coming into this merging. And I feel like you're fighting it for some reason, because it's probably pretty uncomfortable. It's never comfortable. But look at this too. Your well-being card, your body card, the number that's up here is 21, which equals 3 when you add 2 plus 1. And what is 3? Again, it's mind, body, spirit. It's like the highest spiritual knowledge and understanding. And it's truly what we're here for. But you've got a battle inside. You've got something going on that you're battling because you got the devil. So it's like that's what's fighting you. That's what you're fighting with, is that devil, that bondage. You feel bound by something. But always, I don't know if it shows it as clearly in this card, but in every devil card, typically the prisoners have these binds or these shackles, but they're loose. And the prisoners don't know that. They're loose, though. They could easily take their hands out and free themselves. But it's like they're unaware of that. And what was stuck to that is the Nine of Wands reversed, which upright, and look at what it is upright, the Lord of the Gates of Strength. And upright, it means resilience. It means persistence. It means just keeping on going. But it's reversed. So it's like the devil is making you feel defeated or something. But that's not truth. Again, these negative thoughts in our mind is the little devil on our shoulder. They're not true. Like you're feeling probably on edge and a little bit defensive, very defensive probably. But you need to find your courage. Find the courage within you, because you have that courage, and the courage will come from your authenticity. The more authentic you are, the more you're going to see how people respond, and the universe responds positively to that, because that's what you're here for. I said this to Sagittarius too. We're all so very special. Everything about us is so very different and unique than anyone else on this earth. And that's what we're here for. Our gift is our uniqueness. If you feel like a misfit, well, guess what? That's your gift. It's funny because, like I said, my dad's a Gemini, and I remember recently, for some reason, even though we're not really that close to Christmas, he wanted to watch the original Rudolph, the claymation one, or the whatever they use, but I think it's claymation. And I just remember how the two of them hit. Cool. Rudolph and I don't remember the other one's name, the elf's name, but they were misfits, right? But their misfithood was their magic. So don't ever deny that. Oop. What? Okay. Okay, I'm going to take it because it wants to come out. Let's get one more. There. Ooh, what? Are you serious? Wow. Okay. I said this also to Sagittarius. I'm probably going to say it now in every reading because it's so important, but I really think it's important to look up your entire birth chart and look at every single placement you have, every single planetary placement, and look it up. Go to astrotheme.com, put your birth date, and if you have your time as well, because that'll give you your rising sign, which is very important. It's kind of like what we're unraveling to reveal of ourselves. Our sun sign is like our fuel to me. It's our fire, literally, no matter what sign we are. It's our fire. It's how we move through these bodies is what our sun sign is. But our rising sign is our the depths of our soul, what we're relearning about ourselves. So what you got for the first clarifier, the Sojourner, the King of Mirrors, or the King of Cups, which is the highest, the most emotionally balanced, because cups are water, cups are emotion. And it's you've mastered. You can master that. You're not ruled by your emotion, and you're not ruled by your thoughts. Because once you find this authenticity and you become grateful for that, that's what this is. You're leaving those burdens behind, setting out on a new path, the Nine of Stones and the Nine of Pentacles, and you're feeling very gracious, or you're feeling gratitude for who you really are. You know that you don't need these things to define you. They aren't you. And because of that, you got a double card that you also got with the mental card, which is the Three of Pentacles, which is, again, collaboration. It's teamwork. So you're not also fearing other people. You're not feeling distanced from other people. You feel like you can collaborate and not feel threatened by them because you are whole within. So I'm going to clarify this Wars and Battles spiritual card. Archangel Spirit Guides. Oof. Oh, look at that. Gemini, you've got the strength. You don't need to be having these battles. You don't need to be fighting yourself. You have the courage to get through this. Oop. Yes, and that's what I was going to say. You got death here, which, to some that may be very scary, or it seems really scary, but nope. I was just going to say, you don't need to battle yourself because you can release that devil on your shoulder, which is what this death is to me. It's like the death of the ego, the death. And I kept hearing that. That's so crazy. I kept hearing that when I was thinking of you, is that you're going through this and it's very painful. The death of the ego, the person, the persona you created for yourself at a time that you probably don't even remember, but it was to protect yourself, to keep yourself alive, really. You're going through the death of that because your soul and your inner child, you've got a higher calling that's not fulfilling. Oh my God. Yeah. And once you get through that, this is like such a beautiful, beautiful energy. The Ten of Cups is alignment. You're aligning with yourself again. Wow. I mean, come on. And this came out too. And again, I don't usually do 4 cards, but I feel like I have to for this. This is like, this is new beginnings. This is compassion for yourself and others. That is so beautiful. Yeah, remember, I recognize that I've chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So last but not least, I'm going to get an animal spirit guide card for you, your animal totem for the month of November. And I want, whenever you see this animal, wherever you see it or hear the name of this animal, TV, movies, a photo, poster, even if you, whoa. Wow. Ugh. Oh my God. Okay. Wherever you see this animal, whether that's in the clouds, wherever, whatever, I want you to pause and think of what you were thinking about in that moment, because the message of this animal, the symbolism of this animal will apply to those thoughts, whatever you were thinking. And as well, if you can remember to, I want you to look at the time when you're thinking that and look up what that meaning is as well. Every number carries vibration. So you got the caribou, okay? And underlying that is so beautiful. You got the dog, which is devotion, protection, and service. You're being protected. So even though you feel very fearful and you feel like you're battling something very, very serious, you've got protection around you. So I want you to, if you can, or if you want to, screenshot this so that you have the message, the clear message. I'm sorry if this is not clear. Here you go. And I'm going to read it to you. Wow. The symbolism is literally the cycle of life cycle, right? Rebirth and abundance. Oh my God, abundance. So it says caribou make long annual migrations and are associated with the cycle of life. The Inuit peoples believed that as the caribou, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, but who cares? I'll look that up. As the caribou returned to them each season, so did souls return to Earth after death, taking the form of either beast or human. In the painting, different animals, including a polar bear, oh my God. By the way, Sagittarius got polar bear, including a polar bear, ox, ram, and goose, appear within the body of the caribou. This composite signifies the kinship of all life and recalls the Inuit belief in the universal soul. See? That's what I'm saying. You're not just this body, and neither is anything around you. If you've lost something or someone, remember the universal soul. We're all connected by the universal soul. We're all, interconnected in this beautiful web of life. And our bodies are just little vessels. Our bodies are just little vehicles that we rent for this lifetime. But everything else, our soul lives on always, forever. And it's been here. Our souls have been around forever. Have we chosen to incarnate? Maybe, maybe not. But our souls have been around forever in this universe since the beginning of time. That is such a beautiful message that I feel you really, really need. So remember, caribou, I guess, is a caribou a deer? I mean, it looks like one. Let me just look that up for you. Make sure so that you are seeing the right animal. Okay. Oh my god! It says reindeer. I didn't even realize that. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Ugh. Look at this. I was just talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and misfits. How your misfithood or whatever, you feeling different is your magic. Gemini, that is so beautiful. Do not fear your magic. Just like I said to Scorpio, do not fear your depth. Do not fear your waters. Clear them out so you can come back to self, so you can come back into your inner child. Don't feel like you're bound and confined. Remember, the inner child is the light that shines through no matter what. Your light shines through no matter what, and that is what makes you special and beautiful. And you have the mental powers of the magician, meaning you can manifest anything that you think. So if you're thinking negative, if you're thinking fearful thoughts, you do manifest that, and you will see that coming to fruition in your life, especially during these times. Astrologically, there's a lot going on in the stars. Go to astrotheme.com, put in your birth date and time if you have it, birthplace as well, and study that a little bit. Study your whole makeup, because I guarantee you it's going to help you. Anyway, I very much hope that this resonated for you and helped you in every way, and that you take this advice, because I sense you're very much going through something and you need this. But I hope that this helped you find faith and see that the universe works through you and for you, not against you. And it's not, things aren't happening to you. Things are happening for you. They really are. No matter how hard and difficult they feel right now, they're happening to bring you closer to you and to yourself and to your heart and to your inner light, which we need. The world needs you. The world needs all humans to embody and embrace their specialty. No more hiding, all right? Anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to be back for, I know it's already mid-month, but I'm going to try and be back for separate mid-month